Business marketing is nothing but B2B marketing. So, where business products or industrial products are sold from one business to another business. So, we have so many different forms of business today, like B2C, C2C, and B2G, like that, all we have. So, you know what is B2G, no? What is B2G? Business to government. Business to government. C to G is also there, consumer to government. So, like business is also selling industrial products to government, and customers are also selling. Individual customers are selling industrial products to customers. So, this subject is all about. Okay. So, previous classes I had told you that business buying behavior is very different from consumer buying. So, business buying, it is like a group of people will go from the seller's company, a team will go to the buyer's company, and there will be a team in the buyer's company which will be meeting with them, and they will be talking about the particular deal and whatever negotiations that have to be done and all that. So it's very different from consumer buying activity. Business buying activity is very slow, it is time consuming, it is complex. So what are the characteristics of buying behavior, business buying behavior? It is a multi-person buying activity. That means there will be a buying center in organizations, and in the buying center there will be a team of people, people from purchase department, people from production department, people from engineering department, people from the R&D department, people from marketing department, like that. So it will be a group of people, multi-person buying activity, and each of these people will be from different positions in the company. They will be having different qualifications, and they will be specialized in different areas. So these people will be forming the buying center group, and they will be going to meet with the buyers. So it's a multi-person buying activity. And second characteristic is it is a formal activity. That means business buying is not like consumer buying. It's not an informal activity, because the business products are very complex. They are very costly, and they are not brought frequently. Like how you buy consumer products very frequently, like that, business products are not bought. So it is a very formal procedure which is followed by companies. So each company will have their own procedure for purchase, and they will follow that procedure to sell their products, business products and services. So it's a very formal activity, and it is a long-term time consuming activity. Third characteristic is longer time lag between efforts and results. Like I told you, there will be a time lag, there will be a time gap between the marketing efforts done by the selling company and the final sales done by the buyer company. So the buyer company will take time to decide. They will do the research, they will compare between suppliers, and they will take feedback from existing users, and then they will have meetings among themselves in the buying center. They will discuss the terms and conditions, price, delivery schedule, everything. So they take time in deciding to purchase the business product or service. So there is a longer time lag between the marketing efforts and the final results. Then the next characteristic is it is a rational buying activity. Consumer buying activity, if you see, lot of emotions are involved. The consumer will make in an emotional way, he will do so many purchases, he will be influenced by his friends, family members. So it is mostly an emotional way of purchase. No logical thinking, rational thinking will be very less in consumer buying activity. But if you see business buying activity, there is no emotion involved because it is a very costly product, it's a very expensive product. So they will think everything logically, rationally, they will decide, think everything, every step that they are taking, they will take their time to make the purchase. So it's a rational buying activity. And the last characteristic is in business buying activity, each organization is unique. That means each organization has their own procedure of purchase. So all the organizations are not manufacturing the same items. All the organizations are not looking for the same business product. So each organization wants a different product for their manufacturing process. So each organization will have their own buying procedure. So there each organization will follow their own buying procedure. So these are the characteristics of the business buying behavior. It is a multi-person buying activity. That means group of people will take the decision to make the purchase. It's very formal activity, complex, time consuming activity, expensive purchase. So rational thinking only, logical thinking only, and the buying procedure followed by each company is very different or unique, you can say. So now you see the types of business purchase situations. What are the types of buying situations or purchase situations? So new task is one type of business purchase, modified rebuy, straight rebuy, and system buying and selling. These are the four types of purchase situations. Take it down. This you should remember. These are the basics of this subject. You are marketing, huh? First class you are coming. Yesterday you came. He is not marketing. He is marketing and taken down. Okay. So new task is when the company is buying a industrial product for the first time. So when they are purchasing it for the first time or they are buying a product in a modified way, that means the product has been customized to their requirement, then there will be a risk involved because the buyer is buying it for the first time. He is not sure whether the product will perform, whether it will fail. He is not very sure of that. So in such buying situations, it's called as new task. buying situation, the company will spend time in searching for good suppliers. So they will search for reliable suppliers, they will collect details of many suppliers, they will take reviews from existing users, and then they will decide on a one particular supplier. So the decision making process is slow and time consuming, and employees need to be trained to use that new industrial product. So this is one type of buying situation. Modified rebuy is when the buying company is buying the product again from, he has already brought the product, but he is buying the product again from the existing vendors. Vendors mean suppliers, and he wants it in a modified way. He wants it in a customized way. He wants some change in the technical features of the product. He wants some change in the delivery schedule. He wants some change in the price of the product or some other features, design or something. So this is known as modified rebuy. Rebuy means the company is repurchasing the same industrial product but in a modified way, in a customized way. So that is why it is called as modified rebuy purchase situation. So here there is a moderate amount of risk. The buyer has already bought the product from the vendor, so he will not go much in search of information. He has already used the product before. So like for example, car manufacturers, they want to purchase body parts which are modified, like they want photochrome front glasses, or they want a scratch proof bonnet, or they want scratch proof doors. So such kind of modified body parts when they want, that kind of buying situation is known as modified rebuy. Now, third purchase situation is straight rebuy. Straight rebuy is for regular items, regular consumable items. Like in business, they will require paper for Xerox, they will require it regularly, they will require printer ink, they will require office stationery, room fresheners, or cleaning liquid, or some toilet cleaners, floor cleaners, like that. So these are the regular items which the company requires every month. So here the products are low margin, low cost products, low margin. So the price negotiation is very less. Company will not go in much in search of suppliers. They will try to keep to a regular supplier who will regularly supply them every month the same product. The company will keep an inventory of these items. As soon as it gets over, automatically they will reorder it. So that is why it is called straight rebuy. Straight rebuy means once it is over, automatically they will go for purchase of the next printer ink or photocopy paper or like that. So they don't bother about verifying about the suppliers. They don't specify any sales conditions. No particular specification is mentioned here in straight rebuy situation. Then the last purchase situation is system buying and selling. System buying and selling is it was started by the government. Like government will purchase defense equipment or communication equipment. Usually they will purchase defense equipment like arms, tanks, guns, helicopters, planes, and all that from Bangalore. Bangalore is considered as the hub, like HAL is the hub for their air force equipment. So they have factories, ordnance factories in Bangalore, which is manufacturing guns and arms and tanks and like that. So that is known as system buying and purchasing. So here the government is having a single source, a single supplier who is supplying them all these things. So the buyer is known as the system buyer, and the seller is known as the system supplier. So from a single supplier, they will get the raw materials, they will get the spare parts, they will get the components, and they will get also the servicing done. So that is known as system buying and selling. So there will be a single supplier who will be supplying everything regarding that business product or business service. So these are the four purchase situations in business marketing. Now let us see who are the participants, who are the people participating in the business buying behavior. So as I told you, each organization has a buying center, and buying center there will be group of people who will be playing different roles. All these group of people together, they will take the purchase decision. So first role is played by users. Users are those people who will finally use the business product or service. So they start the buying process. So when they have a requirement for the product, business product, they will inform the buying center that they want this particular business product, and they will give the specifications. What specification, features, they want technical specifications, everything they will specify, these users. Second one are the influencers. Influencers are the technical experts. The technical experts will tell about the technical specifications of the product, and if the product is not available in that technical specification, they will suggest alternatives. Which are the alternatives? That is the second group of people, influencers. That is the technical experts. Then third one are the buyers. Buyers are who are the people who are having the formal authority. They will search for suppliers and they will select the supplier who should be the final supplier, and they are the people who make the negotiations between the buyer and the seller group. So they will decide what will be the product specifications, technical specifications, features, price, delivery schedule, credit terms, all those things they will decide. So usually buyers, if it's a very complex product, suppose it's a very expensive equipment which is very costly and very complex, then maybe top managers of the company will be in the buying group. They will be the buyers because it's a very costly item they are buying. So the top managers will finalize whether which product has to be brought from which supplier. So the buyers are one group which you find in the buying center. Then deciders. Deciders are the people who make the final decision, which supplier and which product has to be brought in what specification. So sometimes if it is a routine buying situation, that means they have brought the machinery before, again they are purchasing the same machinery. It is a regular machinery, it's not very costly, it's not very complex, then the buyers can become deciders. The buyers only will decide which product to buy from which supplier. Then the fifth group of people you find are the gatekeepers. Gatekeepers are the people who control how much information should be given to the buying center group. So like for example, purchase manager, he will control the sales staff not to interact with the users or deciders, or they can be secretarial staff or they can be technical staff who will control your access to the top management. They will not allow the deciders, buyers, users to meet with the top management easily. So they are the gatekeepers. So these are the five roles played by people in the business purchase situation. So you understood this, all of you? So now we'll go to the organizational buying process. This is the organizational buying process. It has 8 steps. So this is the way in which the organizations do their business purchase. As you can see, it is very different from the consumer purchase. So first step is problem recognition. Second step is describing what they need. Third step is specifying what is the product they want, business product or business service they want. Fourth step is searching for suppliers, reliable suppliers. Then fifth step is they are solicitation of proposals. Solicitation of proposals means they are requesting the suppliers to give their proposal, to give their bid, tender form, like how in business purchase, government purchase they call it. They have to submit their tenders with their bid. So then the sixth step is selecting. They, once they get all these proposals, they will go through it, they will finalize one particular supplier. Then the seventh step is they will place the order with the supplier. They will, with all the specifications, with all the details like price, delivery schedule, credit terms, technical features, everything, quantity, quality, everything will be there in that order. So they'll give the order to the supplier, and the last step is post purchase evaluation. What is post purchase evaluation? We have this in consumer buying also. What is that? Yeah, after purchasing the product, they will review to see whether it was a good purchase or whether it was a bad purchase. So they will go through that particular purchase and see whether the purchase was good. They will repeat with that supplier, or if the purchase was not good, they will not repeat that supplier again. They will go in search of another supplier. So take down these steps, each steps organizational buying process. Done, na? Okay, so first step is the most important step of the organizational buying process is recognizing what is the problem. What is the problem organization is having, or what is the need organization is having, and what is the product they need, or what is the service they need to remove this problem or need. So there are some internal factors and some external factors which can be the root cause of this problem. So internal factors, maybe the company wants to launch a new product because there is a market demand for that, or maybe another internal factor, a breakdown has happened in the company, so machinery has to be repaired, so new parts have to be purchased. What is breakdown? What is breakdown? Breakdown happening in factory means the machines have stopped working. There is some problem with the machinery, so all the machines have stopped working. So that will affect production. Production cannot go smoothly. So that time company has to change their parts in the machinery. Or third internal factor can be that the machinery has completely lived its life, so they need to replace it. They need to replace it with new machinery. So these are the internal factors. External factors can be the performance of the existing product is not good. It has to be improved because competition has increased in the market. So the company will go for purchase of another industrial product. These are the external factors and internal factors which can tell you what is the problem or what is the need the company is having. Then second stage is need description. So after understanding the problem, they will decide what is the product they want, what quality they want, what quantity they want. And just like consumer buyers, business buyers are also restricted by budget. A budget will be given by the management. They have to do cost benefit evaluation also. Their profit goals will be given by the company, and expense quotas will be given by the company. Expense quotas means the top management will tell that you can spend only till this limit. Beyond that, you cannot spend. So they will give some limitation. So like that, the business buyers will also be limited or restricted by so many things. What is cost benefit evaluation? Cost benefit evaluation. Before you purchase a product, you will see whether the cost is more or benefit is more, right? You will suppose you are buying a mobile phone, you will see the cost of the mobile phone and you will see what are the benefits you are getting from the mobile phone. So if the cost is more than benefit, will you purchase? Will you purchase? No. If the cost is less and benefit is more, you will purchase. So that is known as cost benefit analysis. So like that, for business product also, they will do a cost benefit analysis. Whether the cost is less and the benefits are more, then they will go for that product. But suppose the cost is more and benefit is less, they will not go for that product. So this is the second stage in the organizational buying process. Then third one is specifying the product. So they will tell what is the technical specifications of the product, what should be the features of the product, what should be the quality of the product, how the performance should be. So everything they will do it as per the organizational requirement, and they have to finally decide. Sometimes suppliers will supply more than what the company requires. Then the company has to decide how much they want specification in their product. They will finally decide so that they can control the cost. Always they will try to keep the cost under control in business buying, because I told you business buying products are costly and they are complex. So always the buyers will try to keep the cost under control in every step. Then the next step is searching for suppliers or searching for vendors. So they will see vendors, they will see who is a reliable vendor, what is his market name or reputation in the market, what is the financial status of the vendor. They will analyze so many vendors and then they will make a list, and from that list they will select one final supplier. Then the next step is proposal solicitation. Solicitation means asking or requesting the suppliers to submit their quotations or submit their tender. So usually suppliers will show their catalog or they will send their sales representatives to the buyer company and they will demonstrate. They will give a presentation. Oral presentation they may give if they know the buying company well and the buying company also knows the supplier well. They both know each other well. Then orally they will present. But if the supplier is new to the company and if the product is costly, complex, then they will give a written proposal. They will make a written document and they will submit it to the buyer company with all the marketing information and with all the technical information. So that is the proposal solicitation stage. Then supplier selection is after collecting the proposals from different suppliers, they will analyze each vendor and then they will select the final vendor who should supply the product. So what are the attributes they look in a vendor? What kind of technical support he will give? What is the price he is going to give you? Whether he will give you a competitive price? How quick will be the delivery? Timely delivery? How will be he in handling your customer needs? Will he be quick in responding to your customer problems? What is his market reputation? What is the quality of products he is producing? And what is the credit offers he is giving? What is the credit facility he is going to give you? Whether 60 days, 90 days credit he is going to give you, you will see. So these are the attributes you will see in a supplier or in a vendor, and if all this is satisfied in a vendor, then they will finalize that one particular supplier to supply the business product or service. Then comes the purchase routine selection. Here in this stage the organizational buyers will give the order to the selected vendor where they will specify quality, quantity, terms, conditions, mode of payment, everything, how the product should be dispatched, everything they will specify in that order, and the vendor will get that order and he will supply the product as soon as possible. Once the company receives the product, they will inspect it, then the buying center will make the final payment, and then the buying organization will prepare a status report to see how the buying process went. If the transaction was successful, they will go to the supplier again next time for the reorder. So the post-purchase evaluation is the last stage in the organizational buying process where the evaluation will be done by all the departments of the buying organization and they will see whether the product is good quality wise, performance wise, price wise, delivery, after sales service, whether all this was good, then they will prepare an evaluation sheet where they will mention all these details and they'll give it to the vendor so the vendor can also improve himself next time. Suppose the product was not good, the supplier was not good, then the company will go again in search of another supplier. So these are the 8 stages in the organizational buying.